EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Come on, set.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ready?
Ritter back to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Ready.
Ritter now. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They go with the empty set there, 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in the block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
Ready.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Falcons at 11-4 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Working from the gun, Ritter. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
2nd down and 8. Steps away to his, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. 8th rushing touchdown on the year, number 7 overall. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Nothing like understanding where your escape patches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. That's out wide for Palmer. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Looking to throw is Mills. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mills. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First time here with Rashad White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Off the play fake, Mills. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And the opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial. Make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. White is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
And there's an offense that didn't panic after getting down early, and with good reason. No better way to silence a home crowd than with a nice, long, sustained drive. And they were able to put one together here and finish with the touchdown run.
Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Ritter will set up to throw it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Mills now looks to throw on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 7-7, our score after one. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Mills to throw it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Throwing, Mills. Eluding the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Cade York on now for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
For the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On first down, Ritter. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready.
Ritter here on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Ritter. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Okay, break.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Ready.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Ready.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. Sets up the screen to Robinson. Touchdown! Bijan Bijan Robinson. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Falcons have regained the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That's complete to Palmer. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw, Mills. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, here's Mills. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Palmer. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Here's White. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. On play action, Mills. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now Mills. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Falcons are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not,
They were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
On the ready. Right, white. Hut, hut.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Ritter back to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Ready, set.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this 3rd quarter of play. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Play fake. Mills. They'll roll him out right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Mills. Flush to his right. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, 28 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. York now for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Ritter now. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Well, they brought the lead into this 3rd quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the first half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This is 2nd and 8. They go play action. Mills rolling to his right. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's spot it right at midfield at the 50. Mills able to make something out of it and pick up the first down with his legs.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
First down, here's White. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7. And they'll try to throw here. Mills. And it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mills. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down. Now back to the ground game with White. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 1 now from the 21. Swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a force. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Palmer going in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Trey Palmer, his 1st rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers add 6 to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Ritter off the play fake. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
Down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Ready, ready. Strike, strike. Ready.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Ritter to throw it. It's caught by OBJ. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Ready.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Ready.
Here's Ritter. Oh, a poor throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, a run from White. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Now, I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Here we go.
Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Ritter has it knocked down. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Ritter will set up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Ready, play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Ritter. This pass is caught by London. Well, he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 44 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Going play action. Ritter. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Mills now on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Mills now. Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw, Ritter. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Ready up.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on third down.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So they haven't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. Second down, Mills. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll try the right side here with White.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They stay on the ground with White.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now 2nd and 4. Going right side is White. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's 1st down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he stopped immediately there. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Tucker. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
A lot of pressure here for Cade York. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York. From the left hash, this for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start down?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Okay, ready?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready. Beautiful, yellow. Cluster, 6. Ready?
A final shot now for Ritter. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play, it would